This is Bangarang Radio, a podcast network. For more shows, visit bangarangradio.com.
I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bangarang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. You're listening to Pop Punkin' Pizza on Bangarang Radio.
All right, today's show is brought to you by Gamefly. Sign up for a premium free 30-day trial. Go to gameflyoffer.com/Bangarang Radio. Again, that's gameflyoffer.com/Bangarang Radio to get that premium free 30-day trial, and that is one game out. So, all right, time to get to the show. I am Jacques Lamour, your host. Thank you so much for tuning in to Pop Punkin' Pizza here on bangarangradio.com. Now, these guys I've known for a while, or at least one of them I've known for a while, since about, I want to say 2006, since you guys started. We have Eddie Martinez and Derek Lopez of Backseat Pandas. So let me give them a big round of applause here, and we will shoot things over to them. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey.
Not much. Hey, what's up?
Chilling. Wow, you guys are very chill. You're like, oh no, what do we do?
Yeah, I know. It's like, is this thing on?
It is on. We're recording. This is live. No, I'm just kidding. It's not live right now. I sometimes I do a live stream on the interweb, on the Book of Face, but not today. I've been getting away from that and trying to concentrate on other things. But anyway, so thanks for making the drive out here, of course. From Joliet's like 45 minutes from here. It's not terrible.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad.
That was fun.
So, Eddie, you are the rhythm guitarist and lead singer of Backseat Pandas.
Yeah.
And then Derek, you are the you play. Do you play lead, right? Or do you guys? Or there really is no lead, or switch back and forth?
There's really no lead. It's just we both play guitar.
Okay. All right. Hey, that works, man. I know some people are very set on, no, I play lead and he plays rhythm, or, I'm just...
I mean, if anything, he would be like, I play lead. I'm the lead of this band.
Well, whoever...
I started it.
Right.
Do you guys bust out any solos, or...
There's some solos.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so maybe you're the... lead guitar player.
I don't know. If there's a
He's
solo
like,
that
I'll
needs to
take
be,
it, I guess.
It's like I'll figure something out.
You want that.
I don't know.
title.
If there's a solo that needs to be done in a song, I'll figure it out. But I mean, there's no Slash in the band. But,
I thought you were Slash this whole time. And now,
where's my hat?
Yeah, I was gonna say. And now that you're not Slash, I see that now. You're not wearing the hat, and
But glow around me.
So Eddie, we've known each other for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And we used to play shows together and things like that. And I remember I think one of the last times that I saw you was like a show that I was putting together. It wasn't a show that I was playing, but wasn't that the last time? I mean, we talked, or no, you bought tickets for a Bottom Lounge show. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was. And it was really cool to see you play live. And
Well, thanks, man.
It was you playing, and you have this really sweet blue Telecaster.
I still have it.
Have it?
It's behind the banner.
It's behind this?
It's behind the banner. Yeah.
I just saw it, and I'm looking at it like, man, I don't play Fenders a lot, but it was that one guitar. I was like, I want that guitar.
I get a lot. I do get a lot of compliments on that Fender, and they don't actually make that. They don't make that color. Blue for tellies anymore.
Really?
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
Well,
they still make a blue, but I think it's darker or
I
it's
think
lighter.
It's like a lighter. It's
it
like
is
Lake Placid blue or something like that.
Yeah, which is cool, but that blue I like better. It's more of not a navy blue. I don't know if it's not that's not sky blue. I don't know, but anyway, it's one of the first guitars that I ever bought, and I've had it since then. It's had modifications on it.
Uh-huh.
I put a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails pickup in it, and that's what really gives its bite.
Yeah.
It's got that awesome tone, and you can play anything on it. I could just go ahead and break out metal.
We can talk guitars all day.
We
Whenever
could.
someone talk, I got chills just hearing just guitars, man.
We could.
We should make a whole thing just talking about guitars because I can talk guitars like all.
Well, I
day.
mean, we can get into your guys' gear and everything and what you prefer to play. I mean, what I know you're mainly a Gibson and Epiphone guy.
I'm a Gibson. I love Les Pauls like all day. Like,
which I love too. I just always had trouble with tuning on stage.
Oh, with Les Pauls?
Yes.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like you gotta get rid of like the stock tuners. Like
right.
That's the thing. Like you get rid of them. You put on some Grover tuners or whatever. Sometimes they don't come with them, but
most of the time they don't.
No.
I think they come with the
like unless you get like the higher grade ones, then they might come with them. But
yeah,
like,
maybe if you spend a few thousand.
Yeah. So, who has those? Like I mean, mine. I had a studio, so I took those out. I put some of those in, and it stayed in tune, and it sounds great or whatever. And recently, everyone has that dream guitar. I'm not sure if you had like a dream guitar, but like
oh yeah, all the time. I still do. It always changes.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I had this dream guitar. I was like, I want to get this guitar that was like the year of my birth. I wanted a Gibson Les Paul Custom, and 1986. I saved my money or whatever, and I recently just got it, no more than a year ago. So I got a 1986 Gibson Les Paul Custom. It's sitting in my house. My wife's like, no more guitars for you.
How many do you have now?
No, I don't even have that many electrics.
No.
I got my Les Paul faded. It was brown, and you can tell it's beat to shit. It's like
the one you've had forever.
Yeah, because like I play like all my shows with it, so all the scratches. You ever see Billy Joe Armstrong's Les Paul? This is not Les Paul, it's Junior. You see like all those scratches.
He's got so many different juniors, but I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all scratched up.
Yes,
yeah,
that one. I know.
That's
what
my faded looks like. It's all scratched up.
Okay.
Like the wood, you can see it. It's all scratched up or whatever. That's what basically mine kind of looks like.
Which gives it an authentic look.
Yeah, it gives it an authentic look. 'Cause it's like you made it yourself.
Exactly.
You beat it. It's
yeah,
like,
you don't want to buy a guitar that's already because they make those worn guitars.
No.
And yeah,
You
you
get
do the wearing yourself.
Yeah, that's what it makes it special because you go out, you play live, and you do all that stuff yourself. Or forget those ones. Those things are super expensive too.
They are. Yeah, they
Like-
charge you for that wearing,
What?
which doesn't make any sense.
What is going on with that? Why?
I don't
Why
know.
even do that?
It doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense when you can do it yourself for free.
Right? And this man, don't you have a telly?
What do you have there,
I
Derek?
have a lot, but when I play live, I have a Les Paul also. It's a studio. It's
Nice.
not the faded, but it has a sunburst
Okay.
color.
The like the original sunburst.
Yeah, like the tobacco.
The
I think it
tobacco,
is.
that's what they call it. Yeah. Okay. Nice. I've always been a fan of black or white Les Pauls. I do like I do like some of the sunbursts, but
Yeah.
I prefer black or white or maybe even red. And they do come in red a lot of times too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've had so many different Les Pauls over the years, and juniors, because I wanted to be Billy Joe Armstrong so bad back.
doesn't?
I mean,
Billy
that's true. Who
Joe's-
doesn't?
he's the
Still to
best.
this day, I want to be Billy Joe. One of the many people I would love to, or that I emulate on stage. But you mentioned your wife earlier, and I did want to give you congratulations. I know it's almost been a
thank you.
year,
Yeah,
but give you a congratulations. For. So July 15th, I think, is what I saw on Facebook.
Oh,
Not that I'm a
snap.
creep or
No,
anything.
no, I'm just saying, I
I'm
was
a
hoping that he
Facebook
knew.
stalker officially
Yeah,
now.
July 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was
And
really
that's coming up in less than a month now.
Yeah, less than a
So
month.
I probably won't see you then. So I'll say happy anniversary
cool.
to you now.
Thanks, man. That was really cool. Yeah.
So I mean, how is married life anyway? I got to know.
It's I thought it feels great first, and afterward it feels just about the same. But at the same time, it's like how do I want to say it? It's I don't know. It's like you can say that she's a boss. I guess you can say that, right?
Oh, really? Okay. I mean, that's how it works for some people.
Some people, I don't know.
Oh,
right, you do things you do things you don't want to do, but you do it for her because you love her, and you give, it's give and take. Really.
Yeah. And that's really any kind of relationship,
Yeah.
whether you're married or not, really, right?
Yeah. Really.
But more so probably when you're married, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so.
Because that's really more of a working effort then, because you're bonded together by law and by, spiritually and, all that stuff too. So
It's fun. It's not.
yeah. So what's the worst like marriage advice that you've gotten, like before you were married or during like marriage? I'm always curious because some of the advice that you hear is like, did that guy really just say that for marriage advice? And it's just
Worst marriage advice?
yeah. Have you gotten any really bad advice from like the crazy uncle that you have, or your third cousin, or
The thing is, like, I got really good family members, so none of them really gave me really bad, crazy advice.
Well, that's
so.
good. I'm just always curious to hear.
And they stay positive, and they
Mm-hmm.
everything they gave me was nothing that that I didn't have to like ignore. And
Yeah.
everything I actually took into heart, and everything was positive, good advice that I got on my wedding day or whatever. So, yeah, everything I heard was awesome. So I don't have any problems.
I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. And so, congratulations again,
Yeah,
man. That's
thanks.
awesome. So, we're working on a wedding right now, actually. So we're
What?
supposed to be tying the knot next year.
Snap.
So,
Congrats.
thank
man.
you.
That's
Congrats.
awesome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, what about you, Derek? I don't know you as well as Eddie, and I mean, I only know Eddie just on the surface. What's your story? Like, I know you were talking about before we went on the show. You work for FedEx.
Yeah.
All right, so, are you the guy that we see out in the delivery truck then?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
driving around.
what's one thing that people always get wrong about your job? Like, like the one thing they always assume that a FedEx guy does or knows, or
Knows where like everything is at.
they
That's-
just, yeah.
Like, even yesterday, someone had a package, or they think that FedEx is just FedEx. It's actually like
Isn't there 3 or 4 different parts of
like
it?
because there's FedEx Ground, which I work for, and then there's FedEx Express, there's FedEx Freight, and there's all this other stuff. But if like a lot of people just assume that it's FedEx, and like yesterday, lady just came up to me and was like, "Oh, can you take this?" I was like, "Sure." And then I saw that it was for Express, and I was like, "Sorry, I can't take it because it's Express, but my scanner won't allow me to scan for it." And she's like, "Well, where can I take it?" I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like they just assume that you know where all the FedEx stuff is at, even if it's not a part of you.
You get
I mean, I always thought, I mean, I know they have the, the Express and the Ground and the Home and things like
Yeah.
that, but I always thought you could still give it to, let's say I
Yeah,
saw
not
a Ground guy.
Well,
and,
like Home and Ground are kind of together, so
Oh, okay.
that you could do that. But like Express is like another like branch that they're pretty much two different companies.
I guess that makes sense because it's Express, it's fast delivery.
Right. That's
they're
usually
using
like 1 to 2
planes
days,
and
and then Ground is like I think supposed to be 3 to 5 or 5 to 7 business days.
of course, it just depends on where you're at. Because if you send something Ground from here to, Indianapolis, I mean, that's going to get there pretty quickly, I would
Right.
imagine.
Yeah.
Versus,
or we would hope.
yeah, well, right. Versus going out to New York or Maine or California, going the other direction. So.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like what's in the box moments? Like what's in the box?
Oh, that's another thing. Like everybody's like, "Oh, what's
in the
this?"
box?
I don't know. You ordered it.
Dude, I don't know.
No, the Kevin Spacey moments. The Kevin Spacey moments.
Kevin
like
Spacey?
wanting
Yeah.
to know what's in there.
No, like there's a severed head in the box.
Oh,
Is that from House of Cards? Is that
no,
what
it's
we're
in the movie
referencing?
7.
The movie 7. I
No.
don't think I've...
You didn't see the movie at the end? Oh man,
The movie called 7? I've
man,
never seen it.
Everyone's watching this. I'm gonna spoil the hell out of this movie.
Well,
So,
is it an
Morgan
old movie?
Freeman and Brad Pitt?
Okay, all right. I'm listening.
Okay, so at the end of the movie, so Kevin Spacey's is a serial killer, right? It's about 7 deadly sins. So it's Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey's in the back of the car, right? And then I guess there's this FedEx truck, Derek's driving it.
Of course.
And they're meeting him up, right? And then Kevin Spacey, they're meeting him all up, right? And then at the end, and the guy with Derek,
The FedEx
comes out,
guy.
yeah, the FedEx guy comes out with the box, and it so happens to be Brad Pitt's wife head in the box.
Whoa.
And, yeah, I know. and it was Kevin Spacey who killed Brad Pitt's wife. And believe me, Kevin Spacey was like, all right, now if you finish me off, the 7 deadly sins is going to be like over. And like Morgan was like, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Because, you know, if you do it, this guy's going to get his way. And then this masterpiece shit's going to happen. And like Brad Pitt ends up killing him. So that's the end of 7.
Wow.
And I know. It's
Now I don't have to watch it.
You don't have to watch it now.
Bingo. I was gonna say now I don't have to. It's one less movie I have to watch now. And right now that's a good thing because it's hard to actually watch a full movie with a newborn at home. It's really hard to do. I get bits and pieces of movies, and I pretty much just watch whatever is on TV. Like I watched a little bit of Forrest Gump the other day, and I mean I've seen Forrest Gump a billion times, but it was on TV, so you know.
Way to go, Derek.
What?
Delivering severed heads.
Oh,
So yeah, have you delivered a severed head there, Derek?
not that I'm aware of.
All right, good.
But yeah, that is a funny question. You would think you would be asking them that question.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, well, I'm sure you're not allowed to, technically. It's probably a policy, right? You can't ask them what's in the box.
Probably.
So what
yeah.
did you order? You know?
There's like certain things that like I'll know. I might like
Vibrating boxes.
Maybe
No.
if it's hazardous or something,
no,
right?
if it says like Fender on it or
Oh.
like music stuff, I'm always like, I kind of want to really know what's in this box right now.
Yeah, man. What did you
It's like
get?
an
Did you
awesome
get a new
guitar.
Strat or
Right,
Telly
yeah.
or is this Nashville?
Or like the box won't have anything on it, but it'll be big, and you're like, a guitar could fit in there.
Yeah, because they're always in that long rectangle box, and then there's another box in that box. And,
Right.
Yeah, I got you. I just always curious what what the job is like for a FedEx guy.
Yeah, you're constantly always doing something because you're driving, so that's kind of nice. So
Yeah,
your day
sense.
kind of goes by faster.
This
But
dude's-
the drive is kind of rough from going from Romeoville all the way to Grant Park and Moments.
I was gonna say you come right down here in my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
about
that
a
is
hour
rough.
drive or so.
Yeah, and the bad thing is coming from Romeoville to here. There's really like no straight shot. Like
No.
boom, I can get on 57 and just go, and there I am. You gotta go. You gotta turn here, then it probably like 59 to I don't know 30, and I don't know how you get here. There's so many different ways.
Yeah, there is.
But there's still no straight shot. There's no straight road you can get on. So I would imagine that would be.
it would be
testing.
nice if there was a straight road, especially when you're coming home, because that's when you're like the most tired and you're just like,
Oh yeah, and you're right, trying not to fall asleep and all that stuff. Can you imagine what it would have been like to work at FedEx or UPS like 20 years ago without having the fancy?
GPS.
Yeah.
That would be rough.
Oh man, you
You
would actually have to know where everything
yeah,
is.
you would probably have to go and like scout the area for a while and like try and figure out stuff, and yeah, that'd be rough.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's probably people you work with that could tell you those stories.
Yeah, there's my boss.
Back in my
yeah.
day. We had
Back in my
GPS.
day,
Yeah.
son. I don't know what they sound like. I'm sure they don't sound like that because they're from, up north. So they probably sound like they're from the south side or something.
Right.
Yeah. Back in my day, Chicago, or they don't sound like that either. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. But let's get back to music.
We're having so much fun just talking about random shit.
I know. I'm curious. I like to learn about people and what people do when they come on the show. So, since this is pop punk and pizza, we all love pop punk. One of the most treasured albums of the genre turned 20 years old this last week. It's actually, I think it was a week ago today. And I know you're a big Blink fan, right?
Yeah. I love Blink.
I'm sure Derek, are you a Blink fan?
Who doesn't
Yeah.
love Blink?
I mean, that's true. Who doesn't love? But some people love Blink more than others. So I'm talking about Dude Ranch, obviously.
Ooh.
June 17th, it turned 20 years old.
Damn.
So
20 years old.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Now, for me, I got turned onto Enema of the State more than
Okay.
than Dude Ranch. Oh, sorry, what were we gonna say?
No, go ahead. Like we're
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
honest here, right?
Yeah, no,
All right,
let's be
honesty.
honest.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. So, I kind of, I remember listening to Dude Ranch as a kid, and I actually listened to it the other day just to reminisce.
yeah.
You know, and I'm like, wow. I was like, this is just especially when you listen to Josie, and he's talking about she takes collect calls from the road, and
shit.
brings me back
To like the commercials.
so many the commercials. And just as a kid, I remember taking collect calls or being the one to place a collect call to call home. You know, like I remember being on vacation like somewhere really far away and calling my parents from, I don't know if it was a payphone or what it was, or it was at a resort. And I remember it was like a collect call. I could use this certain number, and they would accept the charges and things like that. It just like brings back memories of how things were 20 years ago. And not to mention, obviously the music part of it, but brings back other things from your childhood and stuff. But when you guys think of Dude Ranch, what do you guys think of? What do you, Eddie? You can go.
Well, I'm gonna be
first.
honest with you. I love Blink, but I didn't get into Blink until I heard Enema of the State.
Oh, really?
The thing is, my cousin was into Blink before Enema. He loved Dude Ranch, and see, I remember the disc. It was gray. The disc is gray with like the three little circles on it that says Dude Ranch or whatever. But he was into Dude Ranch. I didn't know about Blink until Enema of the State. But then when you start liking the artists, then you start going backwards into their catalog. Then you search, and then you know about like the gems. Then you listen to Josie, and you listen to all those the songs off that CD. But the funny thing is, when I first started playing guitar, I didn't know I was playing Blink. I'll tell.
Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good.
My first
boo. I'm just teasing.
The first riff I played, I learned was "Damn It."
Okay. I mean that's like a classic first song to learn on guitar, right?
When I first played, started learning guitar, there was this kid, this guy, his name was I think his name was Jose.
Jose?
I think, and we were at like some youth leadership convention, like the Christian.
Oh,
camp thing.
Oh, this is great! You're at a Christian camp, learning. Damn it! Oh, this is great. And, this is
we
so
had like
good.
dorms or whatever. We had our own dorms or whatever, right?
Okay.
And across the hall, I was hearing music. I was like, "What is that? What is that?" So and I'm hearing him play guitar, and this is during a time where like that was big. There was SR-71 that was big.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And then I heard it, and then it's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Can you teach me?" I was like, "What?" I didn't know acoustics were called acoustics. That was just like
it was just
that
a guitar.
wooden, it was like wooden guitar. I thought,
wooden guitar.
I was thinking it was like wooden guitar.
Because the other guitar, the electric guitars, they're made out of metal.
Electric.
They're made out of electric.
I was like, "Oh, my mom has one of these in her closet." I was like, "My mom has one of these." She was like, so my mom had like a wooden guitar. Had an acoustic in her closet from Mexico.
My Telecaster is Mexican made, by the way. I'm sorry. Anyway, go on.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'll show you, right?" And it was just like do 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 do. And I was like, "Oh man, I can't wait till I get home." And I remember going home, and I was like, I ran straight to the closet, and I was like, "Oh, Mom, I learned." And playing acoustic, I think, is the best way to learn because it's like it's harder to push down on the frets or whatever. Because like learning on electric is like it's so much easier. And like once you switch from acoustic to electric, you feel like your hands are like super lightning fast. It's like, oh my God, I'm like Kirk Hammett, and I can play all these solos now, But yeah. When I think Blink, I thank Blink.
You mean it?
I thank, yeah.
So,
I thank Blink.
Okay, so what did you think you learned? Just a song that guy made up, or you just didn't know who the song was by, or did you?
Afterwards, I figured out that it was Blink-182.
Okay, but when you first learned it, you had just didn't know, or did you think it was somebody else, or?
I just thought it was a riff.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just thought it was a riff, but eventually I figured out that it was Blink-182.
Well, at least it wasn't like you thought it was a band, like it was Soundgarden or something like that. At least you didn't. How old were you?
I was 16 when I started learning guitar.
Oh, okay.
You were thinking like, man, this
I was
dumbass
thinking
should know.
I
You're
was
thinking this
thinking-
dumbass should know. Fucking,
Well, you should
this
know
dumbass
by
should know, like,
you should
music
know by
now.
16.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know that was "Damn It" by Blink-182. I
Gotcha.
started late learning.
I was gonna
guitar.
say, yeah, that is late because for me and a lot of other people I talk to, and I'm not saying that since you learned at 16 is a bad thing at all. I'm definitely not saying that. Just most people I talk to, it's like, oh yeah, like age 10, I got turned on to, rock or this or that, and I started playing or whatever. I was just lucky that I had an older brother that because he's the one that got me into punk and ska and just rock in general.
Yeah.
So, and I had that advantage.
Well,
So,
I played piano before.
oh, okay.
See, that's was my instrument was piano.
That's cool.
And
And
then-
that would actually help you to learn guitar.
So I knew the notes. I played piano before, and then my little brother decided to play piano too. And the thing is that my little brother was learning at a faster pace than I was, and then my family started taking notice. Then I started getting a little made fun of, like, hey, Aldo. My little brother's name's Aldo. It's like, Aldo's catching up with you. He's getting better. And then it got to the point where he just surpassed me, and he's an amazing musician. My little brother, he's like Beethoven, man. He sounds great on piano. And it just got to the point to where like my family was basically like, he's way better than you, right?
You suck. We
You
don't care about
suck.
you. Don't
And
suck.
I was like,
And then there was punk rock.
and then there was that saved me, punk rock. I was like, I'm thinking in my head, like, once I learned this, I think it was in my head, I maybe like subconsciously it was like, I gotta find another instrument.
Yeah, I gotta find something else I'm good at.
That's like,
yeah,
it's my
and
own.
so there it was, and there was
It was like-
Blink-182 just waiting in the
I was
wings,
like, I was like,
man.
I gotta find something that's my own. I gotta get
Yeah.
away from this instrument because my brother's playing this.
Yeah, I
and
can't play this classical shit anymore. I suck at
I
it.
suck at this. I need
Yeah.
to find my own thing.
Nice. That's a cool story. I like that. How about you, Derek? What do you think of when you think of Dude Ranch?
I actually I've only heard like a few songs from that album. Like I recently just got into Blink because like I would always hang out with people that I guess weren't big fans of Blink-182. So I grew up like Blink-182, whatever. Then like more recently, I've been like trying to go back and listen to stuff that like try to have my own opinion on stuff. So I've been going to Blink. I just bought their album California.
Nice.
It's an amazing album. I
Did
love
you buy
it.
the deluxe or the one from a year ago? Because the deluxe just came out, and I actually still haven't had a chance to listen to the new songs on deluxe. I still got to do that. I've heard. I take that back. I heard one, but there's more than one. So
Yeah, no, I just got the standard. I should have gone with the deluxe though.
yeah, I don't know how much more it is or if it costs anymore. I don't know the monetary amount, but
Right.
yeah, I honestly, like I was saying when we started the Dude Ranch conversation, I heard the album a long time ago when I was a kid, and that would have been late 90s. And then I recently didn't really listen again to that full album until like this last week. And it brings you back, and it's amazing the big difference between Dude Ranch and Enema of the State. I mean, there's such a big difference in style, and because it's more, I mean, they've always had this dweeb kind of sense about them, like dweeby punk rock, but I mean, Dude Ranch is so it's so dweeby punk rock, and then Enema of the State comes around and they have this big polished sound. They have definitely injected more pop, and then you got Travis
they
Barker
got
on
their
drums,
their secret weapon.
right?
Travis
And
Barker.
of course, I mean, Travis, he picked up where Scott left off because there's a lot of similarities there, but Travis I think he was just better at it, is what it was. Like what Scott had, the original drummer, like he had good chops. They weren't, I think, as refined as Travis maybe.
Just like with Eddie and his brother with the piano.
I mean, not to. I'm not digging into you or anything, but that's a good
Get out of
example.
here. Get out of my face.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah, I'm getting booed.
All right.
You know,
Yes.
I was one more comment about
Okay. About Dude
it was
Ranch.
the Mark, Tom, and Travis show. That CD brought out because if you didn't hear Dude Ranch, a lot of those songs off Dude Ranch was off that live album, and I think by releasing that live album that they did, I think a lot of those kids were figuring out like, well, where did these songs come from? And maybe that gave them a incentive to check out all those the older albums.
Well, I mean, I did the same thing with Green Day. I didn't know there was anything beyond Dookie until, I started diving deeper into Green Day, and I was like, oh, there's 2 more records before this? Like,
what's your favorite record?
From Green Day?
God.
I'll
tell you my favorite record.
I honestly don't know if I can choose one, because I love them all, and that sounds stupid, but it's the truth, because I go through phases where I prefer, definitely not the very first album. I would never choose that as a favorite. I do like it, but anything from Kerplunk to Revolution Radio, it's, what's your favorite?
Insomniac.
Yeah? I mean, that's the most punk rock record they have.
Is that what it is?
So angry.
I don't know what it is. Insomniac's my favorite record by Green Day.
All right.
I don't know what it is. But the thing is, my favorite song by Green Day is not Insomniac. It's not off Insomniac. My favorite song by Green Day is Redundant.
Yeah, that's from the record after that, Nimrod.
Yeah.
That is a great tune.
That is my favorite song by Green Day. You guys can quote me on that.
Okay, it'll be in the show notes, quotations. This is Eddie's. It'll actually be the next guest next week. I'm going to quiz them and be like, so what is Eddie Martinez's favorite Green Day song? They're like, who the fuck is Eddie Martinez?
So if you want to be a guest on this show, you actually have to watch this episode before.
Yeah, you have to watch and listen to the episode before, because I'm going to ask you a trivia question. All right, well, we are going to come back here in just a minute with with Eddie and Derek of Backseat Pandas, and they're going to actually have a acoustic performance for us. So I have to go ahead and plug our sponsor again. So today's show, today's episode of Pop Punk and Pizza is brought to you by Gamefly. Gamefly has over 8,000 new releases and classics available to rent for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, and of course Wii and 3DS, and actually even older systems than that. So as a Gamefly member, you can rent as many console or handheld games as you want and get them delivered right to your mailbox for one low monthly fee. If you like a game so much and you don't want to send it back, you can keep it for a low used price. And there's never any due dates or late fees. Gamefly also offers the ability to rent Blu-ray and DVD movies as part of the regular service at no extra cost. So go to GameflyOffer.com/Bangarang Radio to sign up for a premium 30-day trial for free, and one game out shipped directly to you with a pre-addressed envelope included for easy returns. So no contracts. You can cancel at any time. GameflyOffer.com/Bangarang Radio. So there we have it, and we'll get back to the show. Thanks for putting up with my little live reads there, and we're gonna do an acoustic performance with Backseat Pandas right now. While Eddie's getting prepped, he's drinking right now. He's
like
drinking
right now,
like right now. So while these guys are setting up, I want to talk about their show that's coming up on July 20th. If you're in the Chicagoland area and find yourself near Joliet, which is southwest of Chicago, they're playing this cool venue called The Forge, and they're opening up for Fuel, Marcy Playground, and Marty Casey. It's going to be Thursday, July 20th at 7:30. It's an all-ages show. You can hit up theforgelive.com for more info. And are you guys actually selling tickets for the show yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you can actually hit up these guys for tickets instead of getting them from the website, which would be better. It'll benefit them.
Yes, it will. Please.
So
help us out, kids.
How do people get tickets from you?
They can go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/The Backseat Pandas. You got to make sure you put the, because that's our band name.
Don't put the. Put the.
The Backseat Pandas.
There's going to be people out there that are like, wait, how do you spell the? Oh, wait. Oh, I don't remember how to spell that.
And depending on my ego size and how big, in the future, we might be called Eddie and the Backseat Pandas.
Really?
Yeah.
Your ego's getting too big.
I'm just saying, depending on how big we get one day.
Oh, how big? Okay.
One day. I'm just
One
saying.
day.
I don't know. We don't know how big we'll make it.
Let's actually shout out the other members before we have you guys play. Right. So, who are the other members that are not present with us today?
We have Jesse Hanna on the drums.
And Brandon Roscoe
on the bass. Yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to Jesse and Brandon. Sorry you guys couldn't be here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the songs that they're going to play for us. The first one is going to be "Please State Your Emergency."
That's right.
And then the next song is "Without
You."
Without You.
We're going back to back. Or we just
you can talk in between. I just wanted to go ahead and tell them what we're going to hear.
Okay. Well, yeah. All right, well, this is the first song, boys and girls.
Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart
on fire.
Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby. I made a promise, baby girl. Everything's gonna be alright. And this I swear, I swear. 'Cause every day feels like Christmas. Check me off your list. Whoa, oh, oh, someone call 911. And put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby. I will catch you if you fall. We're gonna rise above it all. It doesn't matter what they say. 'Cause every day feels like Christmas. Check me off your list. Whoa, oh, oh, someone call 911. And put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby. Na 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 na. Someone call 911. And put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. Put out these flames, you set my heart on fire. You are my one desire, baby.
Rock and roll. I love that song, especially the na-na-nas in there. That's like the perfect pop punk spice to throw in there to make a song work. You know what I mean? All right, so please state your emergency, Eddie and Derek from Backseat Pandas. Now, if someone likes that song, where can they buy it?
Oh, they can actually get that on iTunes. So,
Ooh.
yeah. The good old iTunes.
And what about streaming? You guys
oh,
on
yeah,
like
yeah,
Spotify
stream.
and
Yeah,
stuff?
you're right. We are on Spotify. Spotify. You can go on iTunes. You can go on Amazon. You can go on...
Come to our show on July 20th.
Or you just come to the show
buy an
You go to
album.
if
the
you're in
show
the
person.
area.
You can, go
yeah.
up, you can buy the album. We got the
Oh, you got
We could
physical
sign it
copies.
for you
yeah,
guys,
okay.
too.
physical top.
if you
Awesome.
want. So we could sign it for them too if they want.
Yeah, we can sign them for you. We're like, we can sign them for you.
Won't be worth much, but it's
Yeah, we can
It's
sign them.
How much do you guys charge to sign CDs? It's got to be hefty by now. You've been
Yeah.
around since
Pretty
2006.
hefty,
I
yeah.
mean, we're talking what, like $250 a pop, right?
Yeah, we actually
Yeah.
pay you $250.
Good one. I like that. Where's my rim shot? There we go.
Pay you guys.
All right. So the next song is "Without You,"
Yeah.
and tell us about this song
Without
before you
You?
play it. Yeah.
It's just a song that I wrote, and I really like the lyrics, and it's just a song that like when I wrote it, it means it's like when you lose someone and you wanted to be with this person, but just like it just something that it just didn't work out towards the end of the relationship. You're like it's like one of those what ifs, and there's just a meaning behind the song. So
Okay.
yeah, so let's
All right.
hear it, guys.
Let's get
Yeah.
into it. Here we go.
All right. Why did you have to go and leave without me? You never know what could have been. Could have been. Why did you have to go and leave without me? You never know what could have been. Could have been. But for now I'll have to do without you. Why did you have to go and leave without me? You never know what could have been. Could have been. Why did you have to go and leave without me? You never know what could have been. Yeah! Could have been. But for now I'll have to do without you. Why did you have to go and leave without me? You never know what could have been. Could have been. Why did you have to go and leave without me? You never know what could have been. Could have been. But for now I'll have to do without you.
There we go. Backseat. Let's give these guys another round of applause. There's a huge studio audience out there right now, don't you know?
Thank you. We're clapping hands and we're all shaking hands.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do one of those TV hosts. What was it? Jay Leno who goes out and shakes everybody's hand. At
Oh, they all do that. Yeah, I was gonna say now it's time for me to go out there and
shake everyone's hand.
yeah. Woo, yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming by and sharing your tunes with us and your life. Really, we're talking about marriage and jobs and how much we like Dude Ranch or not like Dude Ranch or what it did for us. And,
Oh man, it was such a great time. We're any towards the end of the show?
yeah.
Oh, listen.
We are.
Just wanted to say, listen, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for letting us be on your show. You're
No problem.
a great host. And,
You guys, thanks for coming by.
Hold
Oh,
this.
yeah,
I just
you
wanted
didn't-
to show you a couple things of our gratitude.
I got to see
Thank
these
you.
things. He was teasing me about this before we went on the show. He's like, I got something for you, and but I'm not going to show it to you until the show, until later. So I'm curious to see
First of all,
what
we
this
wanted
is.
to say we got you a ticket to our show.
Oh, awesome!
It's just a
Thank
will
you.
call. Just tell them your name, and you're under Backseat Pandas here.
Oh, that was
We wanted
sweet,
to give
man.
you a copy of our
Oh,
CD.
look
okay?
at that! All right,
And,
look.
Also,
A beautiful. What's the title of this record?
it's called Now More.
Did you color this yourself?
Yeah, we did.
With
5-year-old.
I like it. I like it very much. Although you probably can't. Can you read the? I guess you can. It's not backwards, is it?
We gave you a used copy of Spinal Tap. And
A used copy of Spinal Tap.
also,
Okay.
wanted you to know we gave you Star Wars 2.
I love that movie.
as well. So
I love that movie. I bet everyone doesn't like it though, because there's a lot of people that talk shit about the prequels. But you see me post Star Wars stuff all the time on Facebook, don't you?
yeah. So
Wow. Well, that was, and these are. This is brand new, isn't it?
that is brand new.
Wow, look at that. Maybe I should not open it, and maybe it'll be worth something someday.
It will not.
No? Are you sure? Are you sure?
It's
So
a full.
confident
Make
about
sure
that.
they know it's a full screen edition.
Oh, this is the
not
full
even,
screen.
Not even widescreen.
Wow. You know what?
It takes the entire TV.
I don't want it anymore. I
No.
like widescreen. I'm sorry. I can't accept this any longer.
How rude.
I'm I'm rejecting gifts on my own show. That is very rude of me. Well, thank you guys. You're sweethearts. So, let's see. Obviously, you have Please State your emergency on here. Is Without You on here? That's a different.
Without You, unfortunately, is not on there. We have yet to.
We are
record it.
Without You on this.
But maybe one day we'll set something up to where you guys can help us pay for our recordings. We don't know. We don't
Oh,
know.
you're gonna-
Time will only
okay.
tell. We don't know.
Okay, well, wow. Backseat Pandas, ladies and gentlemen. Give them, oops, another round of applause. My iPad just fell over. Malfunctioning here. Anyway, well, thank you, Eddie. Once again, Eddie Martinez, ladies and gentlemen, and Derek Lopez of Backseat Pandas. Check them out at The Forge in Joliet, Illinois. That's going to be Thursday, July 20th, 7:30. You guys are probably the first to go on, right? Before.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you got not only Fuel, but you got Marcy Playground and Marty Casey. I'm not a big fan of Fuel, but I know a lot of people still like them.
Yes.
So are you guys fans of Fuel? I mean, you probably have to say it because you're playing a show with them.
Fuel. We love Fuel.
Yeah.
Yes.
We also love Marty Casey. But Marcy Playground, we love you too.
Oh. He's
And
got
everyone
this
who's
sexy
going.
look on his face in
Hold
case
on.
you're not watching the video. Oh. Whoa. I don't know if I can handle that. All right, so
Te amo todos.
Ooh. And again, if you want tickets to this show, hit these guys up. Look for the Backseat Pandas on Facebook.
Yes.
You guys don't have a
And give us
website?
Is
that is your website?
Yes.
Okay.
Give us a like, please.
All right. And like I said, it's an all ages show. If you just want more info about the show, you can go to theforgelive.com, of course. So, and I should actually talk about what's coming up next week here on Pop Punk and Pizza. So we're going to have Pete Long from a Pennsylvania-based band called Above the Mendoza, and he's going to be on the show talking about their latest EP, which is called A Shoulder to Lean On, but Not a Crutch. All right? And look at these guys. As I talk about other things on the show, they're doing rock, paper, scissors. I love this. This is awesome. So, so Pete Long from Above the Mendoza is going to be here to talk about, like I said, their latest EP. That'll be episode 23. It will be available on America's birthday on the 4th of July, right here on bangarangradio.com, but also iTunes. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera right now. I'm not used to looking into cameras. So yeah, you can find it on bangarangradio.com, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, or if you want to watch the video version, that is available on YouTube. Just look for the Bangarang Radio YouTube channel. Be sure to reach out to us on Facebook. We're under Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast. Twitter is Pop Punk and Pizza Pod. Instagram, Pop Punk Pizza Podcast, and then the Bangarang Radio pages. It's under Bangarang Radio on Facebook, and then Twitter is at Bangarang Radio. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, just shoot me an email, bangerangradio@gmail.com, and we'll see if I can get you on the show. I cannot always guarantee that I can, but if you want to shoot me a submission with your music, and EPK is very helpful as well. So bangerangradio@gmail.com. So we'll see you guys next week, and thanks again to these guys for being on the show. Backseat Pandas, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.